welcome you in for the final time. It is Honda Kicks Pregame Live, and it's an honor to come to you along with Doug Christie and Bobby Jackson. This is a night that will feature over 50 former Kings players and coaches. And gentlemen, it's already been a party. What's it like?
I don't even know what to say. For these fans, this arena going out like this, I think it's absolutely first class. I've been here for hours and hours. They've been here for hours and hours. They turn it up. They won't stop, man.
It shows you what the city of Sacramento is all about. The fan base has been tremendous since the Kings have came to Sacramento, and that's why they are the best fans in the NBA.
Well, there were a couple nights previous in years past we thought maybe, just maybe, this building was playing its last game. It wasn't. Tonight it is, and Sleep Trend Arena goes out on its own terms. And so let's take you now courtside and welcome in the gentlemen that will call this game, of course. One of them was coaching the first game played in this building. That's Jerry Reynolds. Grant Napier was calling the first game played in this building. He also played tennis in this building against John McEnroe and Andre Agassi. So what is it like now knowing this indeed is the final game here?
It's crazy where we are.
It's 135 degrees up here right now. It's incredible. And the guest list, we're going to have some fun as we continue here. Scott Pollard is going to join us coming up next. He's in the building signing autographs already. And he won't be the only one to sit beside Doug and Bobby. Mike Bibby is here as well, and it's going to be a party with him. He's already signing autographs. Yes, he is.
The Bibster's in the house.
How about Mike Bibby? Cool as can be, Gary Gerald.
I think they're as loud here right now as they were the moment that Mike hit that shot. Mike Bibby, welcome. You spent parts of the last week here. You were here for the bobblehead the other night. What's it like to be here now tonight?
It's good. It wasn't like this. It's just good to be back. It's good to be back.
Well, Bibster, when I look at that, I think of cojones, balls, guts. When you came from Vancouver, did you anticipate coming in this type of environment?
The story I always give, Doug, is when I was in Vancouver, we're the last place team in the league.
Yep.
We came here last game of the season, and the crowd is sold out. So I always wanted to play here. I knew the environment would be like this, and playing with you guys, I knew it was going to be fun. It was going to be real basketball, so I couldn't wait to get here.
Hey, what has Sacramento meant to you? What has Sacramento meant to you? I know you're from Arizona. You made big shots here in Sacramento. Tell me, what does this city really mean to you?
It means the world. I mean, my kids grew up here. I spent, over probably half of my career playing basketball here. So, this is where I was living for a while. So, the city means everything to me, the fans, and, to see the arena go. It's going to be sad, but they got a pretty one over there downtown right now.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
So when I watch you come off of these pick and rolls, Bib, which was your favorite play, 1-2 pull-ups, how the hell did you calm down in that game to come off of that shot from Webb? Because that was probably the most perfect jumper I ever see you hit.
I seen a picture of it. It got me jumping pretty high on there, too. I figured I didn't really jump too high on my jump shots until I seen that one.
Yes.
But, I told Webb that, and I said, if you don't shoot it, just make a play. If you give it to me, I'm going to hit it. And he handed it off.
So you thought he was going to hand it to you?
I didn't know what he was going to do, but I said if he did, I'm going to knock it down.
That was a moving pick, by the way, but we won't even talk about that.
They get fined for that nowadays. He would have been getting a note. He would have got a note for that.
No doubt.
Mike, these two guys came the year before you, so you came into a team that had a little bit of a core already. When you came into that locker room for the first time and met Doug and met Bobby, how quickly did they accept you?
It was good, because I came in, the first time I came in, it was like I've been here my whole career. And, that made me feel comfortable. Coming in, I just wanted to fit in. My agent told me, you don't have to do too much, just fit in. They're already established. Just go, be good, a good teammate. And I remember the first time I came in, I seen Bobby. And
oh boy, here goes the story.
He about to tell a joke.
It's a real story that happened. I always thought Bobby was, like the same age as me. So I asked him how many kids he had, and he was like 5. I was like, okay. At 23, you got 5 kids. I was like, how old are you? He's like, 34. I said, damn. That was in 2001. He was 34 in 2001.
He was putting in work. BJ in the house.
34 in 2001.
Man, I had 3 kids, man. Why are you exaggerating right now?
He was 34 in 2001.
Hey, everybody out there at TV Land, this is what we used to deal with. Off the hook. crazy stuff, I'm telling you.
Hey, here's the one thing. Out of everybody on that team, who was the class? Who was the jokester?
Vladi.
Vladi?
No doubt. With all the big head jokes, with the mini-me, every day, all day.
And we got another big head guy coming in here in a little bit.
Yeah. I had the biggest head team in the world. Peja, Scott.
Let me see.
Bobby.
Hey, no. You remember one day in practice, we brought out a measuring tape. And Sue had the biggest head.
No doubt.
And who did?
Vladi did. Vladi had the biggest head.
You got a big brain in
Oh,
there.
my goodness.
Make it work, Vlade. Big brain in the house.
Oh, my goodness.
What does it mean to you guys? Rick Adelman is here tonight.
Wow.
Good. I haven't seen Rick in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen Rick, but when I think of Rick, I mean, it was cool to play for him. I thought he let us be men and do our thing out there on the basketball court. So for him to come back and being able to be with him, it's awesome.
Mike, welcome back again. It's great to have you again. It's great to see you talking with your guys.
It's good to be back.
Have fun tonight.
Thank you.
There he is, Mike Bibby.
I can't even take Bobby's question serious. Don't ask me nothing next time I come on the air.
There is more of that, we promise, because Scott Pollard is signing autographs right now on the set. He will take a seat coming up next, and we'll hear his perspective on this night as we get you ready for the final game at Sleep Trade Arena. What a night it's already been. Look at this. And at Doug Christie saying it feels like a playoff night here at Sleep Trade Arena. The first NBA team to lay out an arena like this. It'll be the last time Sleep Trade Arena hosts an NBA basketball game. Time now for our Comcast Built for Business, and it features the Kings bio of our next guest, Scott Pollard. And of course, the most important line maybe is the one at the very top. Started in 1998. He preceded a lot of these guys that first playoff year with Rick Adelman, 41 playoff games. It is incredible. And so Scott Pollard joins us now, and welcome. It's great to see you. What's been the best part of this night so far for you?
This right here. Can you beat this? We can't even hear ourselves right now. This is crazy. The fans make this experience playing for the Sacramento Kings what it is.
You know, Doug and Bobby, we mentioned a little bit earlier with Bibb. He came here after you guys. When you guys arrived, Scott, you'd been here for 2 years already. So the foundation that you laid when this team came in, did you think you guys were ready to take the next step when Bobby and Doug arrived?
Well, let me be perfectly clear. I didn't lay the foundation. I was just part of what the foundation was. But, I just miss my hair, really. As we look at the highlights, I'm sorry, I got distracted. I miss my hair, too. Look at that, 3 ponytails. If I grew my hair out now, I'd look like a founding father.
Hey, so we're going to hear it here today. Everybody ready? What happens on Survivor? Oh, okay. Forget about that question. Coming here, Scotty, I didn't know what to expect. But the one thing that I thought was the biggest intertwining thread was our brotherhood. What do you think made that so special?
It's really just personalities.
Yeah.
Every time we're together, what happens? The same thing.
Yep.
It's like when you have a long-lost friend. We bonded for whatever reason, from whatever country, from whatever part of this country, and we just bonded. No matter what, it was about winning with this team. When we were together, that's all that mattered. Whether you practiced all day, every day, whether you had to rest because you were injured or whatever it was, you had to do your part. Everybody trusted each other to do their part, and we won a lot of games.
No doubt.
We did. So now you being a guy that has so many hairstyles. Now you got, how many girls you got?
I have 2 daughters.
So are you doing any hair right now?
I don't do
because
any
you had
hair.
some crazy hairstyles.
No hair. I don't do hair.
Well, you did hair.
You did hair?
I did hair, but I don't do their hair.
Oh, okay.
My oldest, actually, she's got a little pixie cut. It's pink right now.
Where'd she get that from?
I don't know. If my daughter dyes her hair, that's weird. I don't know.
No, serious question. Coming here and going to the playoffs with this team, what is the one thing that stood out for you with all the years, all the success that we had as players? What was the one thing that stood out for you?
The love we had for each other and the way we had each other's backs. And I just said it basically, but I'm going to say it again. No matter what was going on the court, off the court, we all had each other's backs. Whether it was a fight, whether you got all the minutes, whether you got none of the minutes, you could be the first player off the bench, You could be the starting point guard. You could be whatever. On this team, everybody seemed to be equal. And as we've talked about for so many years, that is unique in the NBA. Nobody else has that.
Yes.
And people talk about chemistry, but the chemistry that our team had, unprecedented.
Well, when I watch Golden State, I watch San Antonio, and we were talking about it on the radio earlier. I personally think they robbed us. They stole our style. They stole our swag, but they got a championship. Do you think that?
Absolutely. When I watch them, I feel the same way. People go, well, what is it about the Warriors that makes them successful? They do what we did.
Yes.
They don't care who plays. They don't care about shots. They don't care about minutes. They care about wins. When all a team cares about is wins, you get wins.
I agree with you. Now, next question here. What do the current Sacramento Kings have to do to get to the playoffs and to be a much better team, you think?
Woo. I think there's a few roster tweaks that need to happen, and I think that the chemistry's got to get there. There's some issues in the locker room. I don't think that's a secret. There's got to be something that's got to change in the locker room to get guys on the same page, to make them want to be around each other, first of all. And once they want to be around each other, the rest falls into place.
Well said.
Scott, I'm curious. Doug, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think you got to come back as a visiting player after you left as a King, right? You did not play a game here. You did.
I did.
Yeah, Bobby did. I know Scott did because he told me about it. I never did. So to close this down like this for me is something really special.
When you came back with another team, Scott, did your new teammates understand the reception you were getting here?
They were confused. I was with the Indiana Pacers. I started 2 games for the Indiana Pacers at the beginning of that season when I got traded there for Brad Miller. And after that, I didn't start anymore. I came here, I got off the bench, and I got a standing ovation. And my teammates looked at me like, they didn't understand why I got such a reception. And it happened with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and it happened with the Boston Celtics.
Yeah.
And I was done with the Boston Celtics. I hardly played with them. But I got a championship ring. I earned it with this team. I earned it with other teams I was on that had best records, had a chance to win. But I wear my Boston Celtics championship for this Sacramento Kings team.
Appreciate that.
Nice,
Scott,
nice.
It's great to see you, man. Thank you for stopping by.
Send that ring on over to our house.
Enjoy the night. Scott Pollard. When we continue, we'll go back in time for Bobby and Doug. Their favorite memories from this Arco Sleep Train Arena is still to come. Time now for our Kaiser Permanente Wellness Report. Take a look at what we have ahead tonight. And Rajon Rondo will not play in this game. He is resting. Homri Caspi's out with a right hamstring strain. And Marco Bellinelli is out with a sore right foot. So you take a look at our projected starting lineup presented by Honda. And this is what we expected to look like tonight for the final game at Sleep Train Arena. Collison, James Anderson, DeMarcus Cousins is back. Willie Cauley-Stein and Rudy Gay. Well, it's been great to catch up with Bibby, to catch up with Scott Pollard. Over 50 former Kings and coaches are in attendance for this final game at Sleep Train Arena. Kenny Smith, who scored the first Kings basket in this building, is here tonight. Derek McKee scored the first basket overall in this building. We'll see who scores the last one tonight, but we want to know your memories, your favorite moments. There's so many. We've already talked about them in the build-up for this one, but Bobby, let's start with you. What's your favorite memories in this building?
You know what? I got a couple great memories. You know, number one, I think, you know, winning the NBA Sixth Man of the Year award, and being acknowledged, and then Sacramento was known for the sixth man, and so to be honored and be able to get that award in 2003 was tremendous for me, and it worked wonders. And that was an award that everybody helped me get. It was just not on my shoulders. It was my teammates helped me get that. Countless hours of me and Doug going head-to-head, one-on-ones, me and Mike Bibby competing in shooting contests, Paige is shooting in shooting contests. So this award was just for everybody. And then I think, you know what, the one that really is when the lady, I fell into the stands, and I didn't really understand, I didn't know, you know, two women grabbed my top of my head and start kissing me on it. And then Samson reacts it a couple months ago. So that's probably one of the greatest moments because it shows you what the fans are really about.
Did you see that, Doug, live? Did you?
Oh, yeah, because afterwards it's, you know, well, what's up, Bobby? Miss Jackson going to be upset. We all on him. But to Bobby's point, that's what makes it special because he won an individual award, but he obviously says something about the whole team because without him, we wouldn't have been able to do what we were able to do.
What about your favorite memories?
Well, I think first off, probably bringing the defense here along with Bobby. So the first team all defense, I think, was big time for me as an individual because, we had so many battles, but offensively, we were an incredible team. But defensively, once Bobby and I got here, I thought that really started taking the defense to another level and made us absolutely a special team in the NBA. And then everyone knows, last but not least, probably the Western Conference Finals. When we think about the Sacramento Kings, we think about the Los Angeles Lakers, we think about that epic battle that we had. As heartbreaking it is for all of us, the fans included, it was probably for us as players one of the greatest times of our lives because basketball was played at such a high pitch and such a high level. It was good times.
It's interesting to hear Scott Pollard say he won a ring elsewhere, but even though he didn't play on the team that he won a ring for, he felt like he earned a ring here with that team. So when you look back now on that finals, on that Western Conference Finals, can you look at it with fond memories the way that Doug does, Bobby?
I think everybody, when we walked away from that finals, the Western Conference Finals, we felt that we got robbed. And we wasn't saying it because it didn't happen, but we felt that it was 8 against 5. And we felt like we was the much better team, and we had the confidence.
I totally agree with him. I think that the Lakers knew that we were a better team, and down in their hearts, whether they admit it or not, because when you play against somebody and you play against them, you understand where you're at and how you're feeling. And I think we knew that we were a better team. We just didn't get it done.
Is this what the playoffs feels like? Is this
Yes.
what the playoffs feels like?
Yeah, it's like this all the time, every game. On 10, swag's on high.
Well, I was in the locker room. I didn't see it until I came out, but it was crunk, baby.
We're going to have fun tonight.